All right, Aries. So we have three people here: the Knight of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Page of Swords. We also have the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, and then the Ace of Cups. Now, one thing that I'm picking up is some of you are really trying to decide whether or not to stay in a situation, invest more time and energy, possibly even finances, invest more money into a situation, or whether or not to kind of move on and let it go. And I very much think that this may be involving three people, since we have three people here. So this could be very much a situation where you're trying to assess and kind of stand back, and possibly by looking at things from a whole different point of view or a whole different perspective, or possibly by looking at past history or past records or the past in some way, you will get your answer. Because I feel like, history repeats itself. So I'm just focused very much on something to do with the past. And I am definitely feeling, though, that some of you are going to be traveling. And I feel like this is a lot of travel. So let me see. This is also coming across to me as, well, for one thing, regarding travel, there could be a delay in travel. So maybe you were planning a trip and something occurs and delays it. Now, this could very much be work related, where you thought, it could just be a delay in a trip in terms of, the plane was supposed to leave at a certain amount of time and, it's like 4 hours delayed. But I'm also feeling like there's something doesn't go through. I don't know if this is financial, or talks are a little kind of up and down. Things aren't communicated properly in some way, and the trip isn't going to be happening. There's a miscommunication. I don't know if there's an argument, and the trip is called off. And like I said, for some of you, it could be, like a 3-4 hour delay is how it's coming across to me. But I very much also feel that there are messages going back and forth, and that you're trying to maybe decide what your next move is based on this communication. Now, it could be that there's communication going on with quite a few people, since we have a page, a knight, and a king. These do not have to be males, they can be females, but I feel like there's a decision to be made. It could be a situation where there's three people involved and you're one of them, and maybe you have to make a decision regarding something that or someone that you've been with for a while versus someone new. I'm definitely feeling, though, this person could be or one of them could be military, I'm getting, or Air Force, or I don't know, something like airline pilot, or something to do, flight attendant, something to do with flying is how it's coming across to me. But I feel that for some of you, to take things slowly, especially if this is someone that you're newly meeting, because I almost feel like there's something that is, with this Ace of Cups here, it's almost like things are being repressed, or there's, the cup isn't quite full. In reverse, The Ace of Cups, it does speak of an opportunity and something new to begin, but I feel like in reverse, it could just be that emotionally you're not connecting to the person, or it could also be that there's just a delay or a delay in messages, or a delay in an offer. Maybe some of you thought that you were moving, because I keep getting this movement feeling, or waiting to hear about a loan going through, or finances to be approved, or waiting for money to arrive, and there's a delay in it, is how it's coming across. So I feel like be careful of spending too much money or too much energy on something that is occupying you, that it's like you're putting more energy into it than you're getting out. And you'll know, like, listen to your intuition, because oftentimes, there are very positive things where we have to put more energy into them in order to get the ball rolling. But I feel like it definitely could be very much also a relationship. This could be very much a business partnership in business or expansion. But I'm very much getting like communications. I don't know if this is even, I don't know if this is like a record deal or a recording or something that, I don't know, there's some kind of delay or a halt in moving forward. I'm very much feeling, though, that this is like a project for some of you. Could be a project in work where all of a sudden somebody puts a halt to it and says, okay, we're ready to move on it, and all of a sudden somebody pulls out and, they're like, no, we have to hold off here. It could be that somebody is assessing or, reevaluating some finances. And then there's delays, is one of the ways that this is coming across. So I really feel like for the rest of March to really be as balanced as possible, as astute to what is going on, because I feel like there's things that either need approval first, or I don't know, it's like somebody puts a halt or a wrench into a situation that was moving forward, and there could be issues regarding, I don't know, I feel like there's, if you stand back and look at something, you're going to see it for really what it is. And that might be important. Now, there's also possibility of, with the Ace of Cups here in reverse, it's kind of like emotions are, they're up and then they're down. They're up and then they're down, or communication is up and then it's down. It's like somebody is coming and going, back and forth, and there's not consistency. And so I feel like this could definitely be somebody that's coming into your life. And so if this is like new love or partnership in work, or I feel like there's something that's like off balance, and I'm not sure if this is financially off balance, emotionally, physically, spiritually, but something is off balance that kind of needs to regain more grounding. And so it's like what starts off very with something very positive, or the ability to create something positive, it may not quite go the way that you thought it was. So be careful, like I said earlier, about investing your emotions or energy in something that may not, if it doesn't feel right, go with that. because I'm getting like there's ups and then there's down. It's like a roller coaster. And some of you are going to just be moving away from this and saying, okay, that's enough. I don't need this in my life. I don't need this anymore, especially if it's that up and down. And rightly so, because, there's only so much that a person can take. Now, for some of you, this, it could be in the workplace and it's out of your hands. It's in someone else's hands. What happens financially, or you're not the CEO or the CFO, so the decision isn't up to you. But just be prepared that there could be some backwards, forwards, and energy kind of all over the place. So if that happens, definitely, one step at a time. Just deal with one obstacle at a time if you can, or it may require some backup, and that's why we have 3 people here. There may be other support, and this also could very much be looking to where should we expand the company, or this may be involving an expansion. And you're not sure what direction to go in. And so that's why there's travel involved, because I definitely feel like there's traveling. I feel like traveling is going to reveal something. So whether you're going to go and meet somebody, and in terms of love, maybe you met them online, or you're communicating online, but you're going to go and meet them, or whether this is business related, I feel like something will be revealed about the situation that will give you further insight, and then you can make the decision, do I want to stay in this or get out? So what I'm feeling is that this is very much work related, and with the 7 of Wands, there have been quite a few arguments, or trying to get your points across, or ideas across, and somebody is not letting you. The heart of the matter really is, it's like this idea, it's like new, and I feel like, especially too, with the Page of Swords in reverse, and then we have the King of Swords in reverse. It's like messages possibly aren't reaching to upper level management. I feel like somebody possibly is thinking, did I maybe you just got a new job, and did I make the right choice in taking this job, because maybe it's possibly too traditional for you. You're silenced in a lot of ways, and possibly confused about what to do. But I'm also sensing that possibly you have pressure to maintain the household. And it also could be that this job, even though you may not be extremely happy about it, you are working extremely hard, and also it's lucrative. And so you're kind of at a crossroads. What should I do? Or what should I do with my ideas? Should I share them? Should I not share them? But I feel like this could be somebody younger. I'm so sorry. Nicholas has seemed to kind of take over. Okay, he has his hands on his paw on the Page of Swords. So, and sometimes with a lot of swords here, this could be regarding like airline pilot, or something to do flying helicopters, something up in the air, a career in travel, something like that. And I'm sensing, though, when I look at some of these cards, I feel like somebody's very upset or very angry that. And I feel like like you've been working really hard, And Nicholas, do you mind moving? Can you move, sweetie? I know, but they can't see. Come here. They can't see the spread. I know. Just come on my lap. Okay, thank you. So I feel like somebody is really working hard to move up the ladder, and I feel, though, what I'm feeling, and of course this is always, your decision. I think for some of you, you're going to hang in there. And with time, things will improve. And I feel like the challenge for you is being able to communicate. And I feel like maybe you have a harsh boss or somebody. Come here, sweetie. I know. Can you just move a little bit? Okay. I feel like some of you may have a harsh boss that maybe has silenced you in some way, and you're getting frustrated because you've really worked hard to get where you are, and you're just not very happy. And it's kind of a catch-22. And I honestly feel like some of you have been overworked, but let me see if I can pick up on anything else here. I'm sensing that you're at a good play. I mean, you're in a good position, and some of you may be at the ground level, and it may take some time to work up, but I really feel like this position, it may be difficult right now, but I feel like you will climb the ladder. And what's going to help is making a choice of what is important and what isn't. What can you let go? And maybe mental thoughts of in your mind, what can you let go and not let bother you as much, and not feel so bogged down, because I feel like you're working very hard. He's practically glued to this chair, and this could also be a female. Look at all the ivy, it's like you put in a lot of work is what I'm feeling. And for some of you, I think that it could also mean that you had a choice, or it's coming up in the week of March 30th, or you recently had a choice, and in the week of March 30th, you're thinking, some of this is going to come to fruition, like, did I make the right choice? Because in some ways, you may have had a lot of experience somewhere else, and now this is kind of more, you feel like it's, for some of you, like you're almost starting over. So I'm sensing that this could be a new position, or that somebody new has come into the company and taken it over. And you're just not sure if that was a good decision. Or maybe you're the person in charge of hiring the person that came in, and you're wondering, did I do the right thing? So, but I feel like there's going to be great manifestation. And it could be that there are some things regarding this position, or that, like, truth or facts that are being hidden, that are being silenced, and that may be frustrating to you, because and there have been a lot of squabbles. I'm sensing that you have come out on top, but there have been squabbles. And, this also could be arguments, too, with a boss or with somebody about money is another thing that I'm picking up.